Hey, good morning all. Today I am in front of you to share the step-by-step guide to create your first EC2 instance using Terraform. After completing this video tutorial, you will be creating your own EC2 instance using Terraform scripts. Welcome to our channel. I am Vijay, Senior Consultant at Skynetclouds. Okay, let's start. So let's see the objective of today's video. In this session, I will go through what Terraform is, why do we need this, what is the prerequisite for this guide, and followed by demo and Q&A. So what Terraform is and why do we need this? Terraform is a tool which is created by HashiCorp. Terraform is very much demanded in market nowadays. The main reason is Terraform have some kind of providers that can interact with the different cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, Google, Oracle, etc. The Terraform belongs to infrastructure as a code format. That means you can define your infrastructure into a piece of code. Why we need that? The main advantage is, in traditional systems, for setting up of infrastructure or an application stack will take more months to complete. Say for example, if you're working on some development environment, you need to spend this much months for completing the dev environment. On later stage, that company needs UAT, QA, or prod environment. So basically, you need to spend this type of same amount of time, effort for creating the new environments. Here comes the advantage of infrastructure as a code, efficient building in infrastructure, easy to change, and helps in versioning of infrastructure. That means if you need 1 month of time for setting up your dev environment, you need for few minutes of time for creating your QA environment. Because this comes under infrastructure as a code, we can parameterize each values depending on the parameters that changing for dev or prod like that. So it's easy for DevOps to achieve or build up their infrastructure on cloud. These are the prerequisites for today's demo. I hope you already sign up for AWS free trial account and make sure that the user which you are using have necessary permission like IAM permission to create EC2 instance. And also you have to note down your users access keys and secret keys. You have to always keep these two values very safe with you. Please don't expose it to public. So these are the steps which I will be following in demo, but I like to showcase here in front of you that will help you to understand more. So for starting your instance, we need to follow 5 tasks. Obviously, the first task is downloading the Terraform binary from the Terraform site. You can wget the binary file. This is one of the cool feature of Terraform. Most of the Terraform products are like a binary thing, so it's very easy to install or configure. The download result is a zip file. You have to unzip the file and copy the binary file to the bin location and make sure that you can run terraform-v command so that you make sure that the Terraform is installed correctly. Then open one file. You can name it as like ec2.tf, something like that. And please note that for Terraform, the extension is .tf file, and sometimes we call it as HCL format also. And this is the minimum configuration for creating one instance. As you can see, the first step is provider. So in this demo, we are starting an EC2 instance. That means the provider is AWS. If you want to start an instance in Alibaba Cloud, Terraform have the provider for the particular cloud Alibaba. So the provider makes that difference. And the second and third parameter is access key and your secret key. And the third is the region where you want to start your EC2 instance. As you know, in AWS, they have different regions. Okay, the next tag is what type of resource you need to start. So here we are using AWS underscore instance and the name of the instance. And inside that tag, we need to specify one AMI. AMI is machine image and what type of instance you want. So for the example, I am going with T2 micro instance and I already know AMI ID, which is a belongs to free trial. So basically this much piece of info is needed for creating one T2 micro instance. So if you convert this code in much DevOps model, you can specify the AMI region, instance type, etc. as parameter. So the advantage is you write your code one and rerun it multiple times for different environment. You know, for dev environment, you can make the specifications very small. If it is for UAT environment, you can pass the parameter much more bigger instance like that. So it's very easy and convenient, and also you can make it as a version control. You can put your code in HVN repo or Git repo, wherever maybe. So these are the commands. So first we need to initialize the Terraform. So we use the command terraform space init. So during this time, the provider, based on your provider, that will download necessary plugins, all these kind of providers will be get updated and all. Followed by the next command is terraform apply. The terraform apply means the changes which we return or change will be doing apply will make create that in the AWS cloud. So it will ask for a check like whether I need to go ahead. You have to write yes. I will demonstrate it in the demo part. And then you can check your AWS console to see whether the instance is created or not. The one of the cool feature in Terraform is, you know, whatever resources you created using Terraform, you can easily destroy it. No need to think that, oh, I need created one VCN or I created one S3 bucket for this. No need to think about that. So in Terraform script, that S3 bucket or VCN using Terraform, just Terraform destroy will help you to destroy all the resources that you have created in AWS or any cloud provider. Okay. So I will walk you through the demo. Okay, now let's go for the demo. So I have taken the AWS portal. I already log in. As you can see, I have removed some of the sensitive data in my portal. So here you can get the to create the access key and your secret key for your account. So this is the page to download the Terraform. I use downloading selecting the 64-bit binary file, and this is my Vagrant box where I going to work on this demo for you. So I will teach you how to do the Vagrant part in a different video. So now I am making the my Vagrant box up. So once this box is up, I could able to log into the box and be able to download the Terraform over there. So let's wait for some time. Yeah, the box is up. So now this command helps to log into the Vagrant box which we have make it up. Yeah, it's an Ubuntu 14.04 LTS machine. So now I am inside the box. I change into the root and the home directory slash home backend. So just checking confirm whether the Terraform is there or not. So you can see there is no Terraform, and I am going to download the Terraform link, the Terraform binary from the website. I just copied and using the wget I will download here. So it's a small binary file. Okay. So after downloading the Terraform file, just move, yeah, after downloading the Terraform file, you need to unzip. It's a zip file. You have to unzip the file, and you could see that Terraform is a binary file. This is the one which we are working on. So what I do is I just copy the binary file to user local bin, so that makes it executable by its own. So after that, you can see by issuing the command terraform -v, that will return the version. That means the Terraform is installed and is working fine. So now I am creating a directory for writing my Terraform files. For my first file, that is going to create an EC2 instance in AWS. So I am into that particular folder. As you can see, there is no file. So I'm creating a new file called ec2.tf, and in this file I will be copy paste the contents which I have shown in my slide before. So the first thing will be the provider. Here we are going to start the instance in AWS. So we have to give the provider as AWS. So that helps to interact with the Amazon cloud when our credentials or everything is correct. The second line, inside this we have to give the access key. So as I mentioned, don't share the access key and secret key with anyone. So they just keep with you itself. So I have masked that part. In real case scenario, you have to remove the dummy text with your actual values. And the third line is obviously the region where this instance should be started. So I have specified that this comes under the provider. And the next is resource. Resource is all the objects that are available in the AWS are called resource. So EC2 is one of the resource that we are going to start one server. So we name it as to example EC2, and inside the tag we have to specify some parameters for the EC2 machine. So the first thing is AMI, machine image. So we have to define the machine image. It's a free machine image, and also the instance type. For this demo purpose I using T2 micro. So basically that is good for the demo, and just save the file. That's it for the demo purpose. And you can see in this folder we have only one file called ec2.tf. And now I am going to initializing the Terraform. So you can see the provider plugin. I hope you remember the provider plugin is AWS, that is get installed. And when we apply Terraform apply, you can see what are the things that going to change. Like you can see the plus sign having the green color. So these are the values which going to edit over there. There is some confirmation over this for make sure the Terraform is going to change this shown parameters in the cloud. So we have to give yes. So in the case of automation, there is an option for us to do this an auto approval one that we will see later. So after that you can see apply complete one added. So just see the console. So you could able to see that the one instance has been created. Yeah, it start running, and just notice the parameters for this machine. Okay, and now see the ID that return the Terraform returns the ID of the machine that is started. Yeah, that's the same machine that is started over there. Okay, so now you have completed the starting the first instance, and you have noticed that there is one additional file called terraform.tf state. The state file contains, it's like a JSON file, so it contains all the information about the file. If multiple team members are working on this, we have to share this TF file across the team members, else Terraform don't know what are the changes that has been taken. So Terraform have another cool feature like destroy. Hope you can see, just issue Terraform destroy command, that and that will show you what are the things that should be destroyed in red color, like destroyed. So basically this helps you to remove all the resources that are created using Terraform will be destroyed in one single command. You have to give a confirmation will be yes, you have to give yes, and then you can see the instance going to shutdown mode. So you see now, yeah, wait for it destroyed. Yeah, it completed. So destroyed complete resource, one destroyed. So this is one of the very real cool feature of Terraform. What are resources you do for your demo, or what are maybe in one's command you can able to destroy it. So I have detailed everything in my blog. So Terraform for absolute beginners. So you can also go through that